What's going on, everybody? It is Chris Aiken, and I want to welcome you to this week's Best of the Classic Metal Show. I'm going to try and do these each week. I'm not sure if I'm going to be successful or not, but I'll give them a go to see what I can do for in case you missed the show, in case you miss it, or you just want to kind of get a quick 15, 20-minute recap of what we talked about on Saturday night. I will try to put these up. I'll put them up on wherever, Facebook, YouTube, or wherever. I don't know. You just look for them. You'll find them. Anyway, this week on the show, we had a great show. We were definitely in full form. I did a lot of yelling and screaming, which I know a lot of you like to hear. We talked about many topics, which we will feature a few here. We're going to definitely talk about why kids don't want to drive. It's a new phenomenon here. I'm not sure why it is, but we took our guesses, as well as Neely brought to the table and some audio of ex-Skid Row singer Sebastian Bach, which just set me on fire. And I was definitely screaming and hollering about that. A little later in the show, loyal listener Tim James called in to try and convince us that Nikki Sixx is a lyrical genius, to which that led to a full hour and a half segment that you can check out on all of our platforms, talking, literally reviewing every single song Motley Crue has ever done and determining that pretty much half of their catalog is garbage. So you can check that out. And then finally, we got into a movie review segment. We reviewed the Squid Games. We reviewed the New Saints, or whatever it's called, the Many Saints of Newark. We reviewed Halloween Kills. And we talked about the new Wonder Years TV show, which is the final clip that will be in this best of segment. So these hopefully will give you a clue and hopefully lead you to the show. If you want to check it out, it's over at theclassicmetalshow.com. You could get all the episodes. We release them daily so that you got something to watch and or listen to every day. And if not there, they're on Odyssey. They're actually on Odyssey the night right after the show. I put them up. So odyssee.com if you want to look us up. Some of the segments go on YouTube, depending on if we don't piss off the overlords. So those are there sometimes. And, of course, on Anchor as well. But fuck all that place. If you want any of those links, if you want any of those places to get it, just go to theclassicmetalshow.com and it links off to everything from there. Okay? So enough of me rambling on. Let me give you some of the best of the Classic Metal Show from this week, which was the 16th? Yeah, October 16th of 2021. Check it out, fucks. Dude, these kids, they don't want to drive. They don't want to go.
Yeah, we had that discussion. It's just the weirdest goddamn thing. It's just so weird to me that there are so many young people, especially guys, that are in their mid to late 20s, maybe even early 30s, and they don't drive. And it's just like, what the fuck?
Well, the thing that they have that we didn't is Uber.
It doesn't matter.
They don't care. They don't want to spend to them. I can tell you the mentality because I've had this argument with my kids. For them, it's $300 to $400 to have a car a month.
Well,
where if they go somewhere 4 times, it's still only like $150 on Uber.
Yeah, I know, but when we let me try to say that again. But when you and I were at the age of 15, 16 years old, the first thing you want to do was get your own car.
Yeah, because then you had a place to drink and fuck. That was it for me. Was once I had my license, I had a place to drink and or fuck.
Yeah, well, that wasn't my motivation. I mean, yours was a little bit different, but I belonged to a group of friends, and we were all motorheads. I mean, it was fast cars and fixing up the old ones. I mean, sure. Like I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I still have my first car, 74 Nova Super Sport.
Jesus,
I still have it. And the thing is that was an integral part of your existence. I drove to school in the last year of high school. I didn't have to take the bus. I drove to school,
Mhm. And what was more embarrassing in high school than when your mom would drive you to school or to the football game or whatever? Your mom's dropping you off. It's like, oh, dude. I was the stereotypical kid in a movie. I was like, yeah, mom, just drop me off like 2 blocks before the school.
Yeah, but the thing is the whole for the guys who were the cool guys, the badasses. I mean, you had a car, you could hear they could hear you coming a block away. You know.
Dude, the cool guys now are the ones that have the souped up fucking Xbox 5 or the brandest newest Nintendo Switch or whatever. It has nothing to do with vehicles anymore. Nothing. Cars don't even, I mean, and to be on some level, rightly so. Because look at the fucking faggy cars that are being made these days. Who wants to show up with their 2007 Prius?
Well, dude, my car, my newest car, my 2018 Camaro Super Sport, I get compliments on that, all the time. And if and when, because of the way things are fucked up, I'm thinking about trading it in for a 22.
Yeah, but you're old. They're young.
What difference does that make? I would have wanted then now too.
Yeah, but that's you. You were always a car guy. These kids were, for the most part, not raised to be car guys.
Yeah, I know. You know what I got for my 12th birthday? A set of Craftsman, a tool set. Tool set.
When you were in high school, did they have shop or auto shop?
Oh yeah. I didn't take any of the shop classes because I didn't need any. My dad was my personal teacher.
Yeah.
But the thing is I was twisted wrenches. I did my first tune-up at 9 years old on a Chevy 250.
Right.
It's inline 6-cylinder Chevy 250. My dad taught me how to do a tune-up, and it was, changing the 6 spark plugs and taking the points and condenser out and setting the gap and, all that other stuff. And it was for at the time, you don't have to do all that shit anymore, but that's what you had to do. And at 9 years old, that was the first time I did a tune-up on a car.
Dude, but think about now how, and even at younger than me, because I'm an anomaly on this, but think about how many 40-year-olds and under couldn't fucking find a spark plug in their car. Honestly, I mean, I know I'm one. I mean, I can find the spark plugs, obviously, but I couldn't do dick on my car. Nothing. I can't really change my own oil. I wouldn't know where to turn the wrench underneath the car to let the shit out. I wouldn't. I'm being honest. I wouldn't know, and I wouldn't know how to change a fan belt and loosen tension and tighten tension and all of that shit. I wouldn't know any of that kind of shit. You know, dude, I was thrilled that on the car that you sold me, that I was able to do the what were those things called? Coil packs?
Yeah.
I was able to change the coil packs by myself. That to me was a huge accomplishment. And let's be honest, what it was. 2 screws for each one.
Yeah, it was 2 screws. You pop that out, take the little connectors out, put the connectors back on, drop it in place, and put the 2 screws back in.
And I'm telling you, when I was done with that, I was like, look at me fixing a fucking car.
Yeah, look at that.
I was like, look at me, Mechanic Chris.
Yeah.
Who's more a lyrical genius, Nikki Sixx or Neil Peart?
Well, I mean,
Tim, you can't even have your pause says more than I need to hear. They're not even in the same universe. Nikki Sixx is on planet Earth, and Neil Peart is like one of the greatest lyricists ever. And I don't even like Rush. I don't like Rush.
I love Rush, but I don't love Rush. Like I love them. I've got all their stuff, but I'm not obsessed with Rush.
Well, how about Nikki Sixx or Geezer Butler?
Nikki Sixx for me, absolutely. You're gonna tell? No, come on. You're gonna tell me that Primal Scream isn't freaking Lyrical Genius? And You're All I Need. That song's freaking Lyrical Genius.
It's
You were
not
talking about that song before.
You scream and shout, kick that mother out.
Broke dick dog.
How is that any different than LL Cool J, Knock Your Mother Out?
Because I can't speak for LL Cool J. I'm not into rap. I can't speak for that. I do like Eminem and Tupac.
Is Primal Scream a good song? Yeah, I love that song. I like it. It was a good direction for them at the time, but do I think the lyrics are genius? No, I think it's I just think it's a fist in the air, kind of like a rebellious kind of song, but is it a genius song? No, there's no genius lyrics in there. It's just an anthemic song that's just like, yeah, fuck yeah, man. That's the only...
It's the thing that's behind it, though.
Well, what's behind it,
right?
Tim? What's behind it?
Okay, let's look at You're All I Need, right?
Okay.
You were talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
That song was written about a guy that there were two things going on.
Mm-hmm.
Nicky had a girlfriend that was dating some guy from General Hospital who was cheating on him or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So. So he wrote a song about being a guy who loves your girlfriend and killing her and like, you know, he wanted that girl to believe he would kill her boyfriend or whatever. But the other aspect was he read this story in the LA Times or whatever and chose to write a song about it.
Dude. So what you're saying is that I have to be a Motley Crue historian to appreciate the greatness of his lyrics.
No, I'm not saying you have to be. I'm saying that
if I want to appreciate the lyrics, I have to know Nicky's every thought. That's what you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying to me, and then Primal Scream is about how, you know, how his relationship with his mum and his parents and stuff, and millions and millions of kids around the world identify with that. I did, even though I've got a relationship with my parents. I could see what that was about. The songs have become personal to me. That's all.
Tim, what is the lyrical excellence in the song "First Band on the Moon"?
Well, I mean, obviously that's just fun, you know.
Just entertainment.
I mean, it's entertainment. It's escapism. Of course, there's nothing serious about the lyrics for First Band on the Moon. Of course, there isn't, you know. But the song's catchy as hell. And the melody in there from a songwriting point.
Okay, Tim, we're not arguing that point. You said that Nicky is the greatest lyricist.
It's a lyrical genius is the word you use.
Yeah.
There's no lyrical genius in First Band on the Moon. Or to be fair, on any song except maybe Fake on that whole record.
I don't know, man. The lyrics to New Tattoo were pretty cool. We had that at our wedding. What about okay? What about the lyrics? I'm thinking back to that record. What about the lyrics for "Punched in the Teeth by Love" or "She Needs Rock and Roll" or, you know, I know that record very, very well.
Oh boy,
you know, obviously.
Punched in the Face by Love, Chris.
Punched in the Teeth by Love.
Yeah, I know the song. Flash a smile like an alligator, move her hips like a generator, all over town like an oil spill. If there's meat on the bone, she'll wag her tail. That's some excellent writing there, Tim. Excellent. How about these? Hold on, Tim. Tim, I'm just reading the lyrics that you're saying are excellent. Construction work, it's silicone. Lights are on, but no one's home. She's painted blue like a cartoon. Every man in town went on the honeymoon.
It's awesome. I love it.
Awful.
I love it.
She's a Hollywood vampirella, a storybook Cinderella, a bitchin' smile and a turned down eyes. Every dog in town lifts his leg on her thigh.
That's a great line.
That's terrible.
That's a great line.
That is terrible.
But if you listen to any Steel Panther song, they're very on par with almost similar lyrics.
Come on.
I drink your blood and I eat your skin.
Okay, anybody who wants to do that, I could say fuck you and your band and fuck the guy that came before Joe Biden, and I don't need to speak about it anymore. But
Hold on. Stop there. So he's criticizing something that he literally did.
Yeah, he's
This
criticizing the guy before him who actually fast-tracked the vaccines.
This guy was on the fuck Trump train for 4 fucking years. And everything out of his mouth was Trump is a cunt. Everything. But now when the other side throws it against your guy, it's bad. Shut up, phony. You're a fucking phony. He's a fucking phony.
Yeah, well, they're all phonies.
Yeah. Just shut it.
Biden is a old man who has nothing but good intentions for the country.
Yeah, he's so honorable, all right. That's why he pressed charges against his kid when his kid was fucking underage kids, allegedly. And smoking crack, not allegedly. You know, that's why he pressed fucking the button on his own kid to do what's right for the legal law. You know, he was doing what's right for the country. Fuck off, Sebastian. You don't know anything. Stop with your CNN knowledge, you dummy. Jeez.
Okay? And there's nothing to not like about him. He's
Nothing? Really? Why don't you go out? Does he live in LA?
No, I think he lives. I'm not sure. Yeah, he lives in LA now, I think.
All right. Why doesn't he go outside and take a look out at the ocean and see all those goddamn ships on the port or not on the port, out in the ocean?
That's Trump's fault, dude.
Ah! Shut up!
Oh,
You
it's 70 or 80 ships waiting to come into port. That's Trump's fault.
Oh my God. American meathead, to quote his own dumb song. Jesus Christ.
He's trying his hardest to get us back to normal instead
Is
of
he?
the shit show that took away rock and roll from us.
Oh,
in
shut up.
2020 And our kids.
Shut up. Shut up with your nonsensical, unimportant bullshit about the world of rock and roll. Guess what, cocksucker? In the world of fucking the world going through some shit, you being able to play at fucking Reggie's and in wherever the fuck Reggie's is in Chicago for
That's in Chicago, yeah.
yeah. You can go, the fact that now you can go back and play for 400 people at Reggie's doesn't mean that he's fixing the world, dickhead. There's bigger problems than you being able to take the stage and sing your tired songs that even your old bandmates don't want you to sing. Shut your fucking hole. and I'll be on now. It's a black family, and it's you know, and I was like, oh boy, this is good. Because what I honestly thought was they were going to use a black family and use the same names and try to do the same story, like a redo of the story. Yeah,
reboot.
But that's not what they did. What they did was they're doing, it's a black family going through the racism, which again, you know, they got to focus on the racism.
Of course.
But going through when Martin Luther King was killed and what was going on at that. And they're not like some scumbags in the, you know, in the hood. They're like an upper middle class family type of a deal. You know, the dad. But I started watching it and I like it. And I'll tell you what, they're going for some edge, which I'm okay with. At one point, I mean, they're only 3 episodes in, or I've only seen 3 episodes. And at one point, the kid's trying to be cool. So he goes looking and he finds his dad's porno mags. And he takes his dad's porno mags to school.
All right.
And of course he gets caught. You know, so he gets caught and the dad is called and he's got to go to the principal and whatever. And the dad is like, he's expecting to get a beating. And the dad is like, just don't tell your mother. Just, you know, the dad's playing that role, right? But of course he slips up and tells the mother anyway. And sure as shit, these fucking porno mags are the mom's. So the mom breaks out it's okay to like these porno mags. Really? I was like, God damn, I love it. They went with some edge.
Living at home is such a drag. Your mom threw away your best porno mag.
Well, she didn't throw it away. She apparently rubbed her bean to the porno mag. And it was funny listening to the mom trying to tell the dad is a musician. The dad's a musician. The mom is a stay-at-home mom, I guess. And she's like, well, sometimes when your dad is gone, I like these magazines too, because even though there's women, there's also guys in there. And she's like basically saying, yeah, I like to look at big dicks fucking women.
Wow.
You know? But it was so edgy for this kind of a show on whatever it's on, ABC or whatever. I was like, God damn, they're going for it here. Thanks for checking out this episode of The Classic Metal Show. Get all of our episodes uncensored at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. Join us weekly from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. Eastern at www.cmsradio.net. Participate in the live chat room at www.chatandkill.com. Once again, thank you for checking out The Classic Metal Show with Neely and Chris. Hail and kill, fuck you, pal, and hand job!
You're watching heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal. Heavy metal. Heavy metal.
Heavy metal. Heavy metal television.
Yeah. Don't turn it off.